Hello everyone, my name is Enrique and I'm the owner of Newmancandleco. It's a channel that basically walks you through the process of me starting my first business, and in this case, a candle company. So welcome. So happy New Year! I hope everybody's had is off to a great start in this new 2023 year. We are about halfway through the first month, and last year I had a really, really, really good year business wise. It was like basically going into my first year and the second part of my first and a half year of being in business. I was able to do twice as much in sales as I did the previous year. In 2021, when I first started, I did about one of the things that I did was vendor markets, which was pretty scary at the time because I've never done anything like that. And, the fear of rejection and the fear of competition and all that kind of stuff. But, I'm a very competitive guy. I worked really hard. And in 2021, I did about 10 vendor markets. The goal for this past year was to do twice as many vendor markets, and I did about 25, and did it pay off. Um, so today I want to talk a little bit about the goals that I have for this year, and the theme for this year is going to be work smarter, not harder. Basically, surrounding the theme is going to be the essence of being more efficient. A couple, as always, we always learn from our mistakes. And one of the things that I learned was number one, I was spending a lot of money on things that I either didn't need or I overspent. And number two, I signed up for a lot of vendor shows that some of them I didn't end up going. Basically, I got injured. Uh, Nothing to do with candles or anything. So I was out for a little bit. But now that I'm back, I'm full. I'm ready to go. I have so many more goals for this year. And then let me talk about three that I have for this year. So if you're thinking about growing your business and opening a business, if you know that you want to do it but not sure how, I don't have all the answers, but I can tell you what's worked for me. I live in the Northeast here in Rhode Island. I'm a little excited. Sorry about that. But one of the things that I want to focus on is on increasing sales. So one of my first goals is to have a specific number of sales that I want to hit, and it's based on my previous 2 years of sales. And I want to keep climbing and finding new avenues for that. So I'm not going to share that sales number with you, but you can have your own, and make sure that that's the way that you can always look back and see, okay, did I reach those sales? What did I do to get to those sales? And that's what I'm doing this year. 2 years in a row, I've already surpassed my sales. So I'm pretty sure I could do it 3 years in a row. And this is in the middle of, at the beginning, in the middle of a pandemic, and last year in the middle of inflation. And this year, we don't know how it's going to be, but we're ready. If you have a goal, you have a north, you have a place where you are headed to, and you have something to compare it to. So that is something really important, and I have a financial of goal of a specific number of net sales that I want. The second one is wholesale accounts. I need to grow my wholesale accounts. Now, last year I got my first wholesale account. I was very excited, and I tried really hard to get more wholesale accounts, and I was not able to. But I have a wine collection, and I was able to partner up with a local winery, and they sell my wine candles. At this point, it's exclusive for them, but I'm thinking about expanding it to other wineries here in Rhode Island as well. So my goal for this year, 2023, is to open 2 new wholesale accounts. I want to look into the real estate. Hopefully I can get with some real estate agents and see if they will be willing to buy some candles from me wholesale. And then a lot of that, when we bought this house, the our realtor gave us a candle, so that's a big thing. And I know that's one of the big things. I know another one is like wine or champagne or something like that, but I know one of the big things is giving candles out. So I'm gonna work on that. The second thing I want to focus in is branding. So I love my brand. I love my logo and everything, and I'm very excited about it. But when it comes to branding, what I want to do is I want when people see my logo or when people see my name, which is down here, you can see it, to instantly recognize it as one of the premier or premium candle companies here in Rhode Island. So we were fortunate last year to have been selected by Candlefine as top 5 candle companies in Rhode Island, which made us really, really excited and happy, and for all the hard work. So just branding, just putting it out there. One of the things within the branding that I did not do is to do more of these type of videos for YouTube, more of the TikToks. Even though I think I did one last year. Now I do have an excuse. I have little kids, so it takes a lot of time away from them, and I don't like doing that. But so I need to find a balance on how to manage all that time to be able to accomplish that specific time. So I want to focus a little bit more on TikTok and on YouTube. And so my wife helps me. She's my VP of communications. She mostly does my Instagram, my Facebook, and my postings, stuff like that. But I also my newsletter. I completely, I didn't do it monthly. I should have done it monthly, and I'm pretty sure I would have done many more online sales. So in terms of branding, I want to make sure that I keep on building upon that name, that brand, that presence that have been working so hard for. Yeah, so it's not much. Just to recap, number one, I wanna focus on wholesale accounts. Not in this order, but in wholesale accounts. Try to get a little bit more. I know I approached a couple of coffee shops, some vintage stores, and a couple extra wineries, but nothing came about that. So this year I want to continue doing that, building upon that. Um, Perhaps going to the wedding market and promote that, or celebrations. Like 40th anniversary or wedding anniversary or 60th birthday party, things like that. So number one, focus on wholesale accounts. Number two, focus on branding and continue to grow the brand. And number three, continue to increase the presence in social media. So always is important to pivot from the mistakes that you've done the previous year. So the previous year, I made a purchase order for some shelves. I went crazy and overspent. I shouldn't have done that because I bought like 5 shelves and I really only using 3 consistently. So stuff like that. Like this year, more self conscious about meeting the bottom line, just keeping most of the profits instead of just reinvesting it on things that I really didn't need. So I'm excited, getting ready here for this year, and I'm excited because I have 3 new collections that are gonna be coming out, and which will be announced pretty soon. And I'm already sent my first email today, my first newsletter email. It's not really a newsletter. It's just like, hey, Valentine's is coming. Get your Valentine's candles and things like that. I signed up for, let's see, a couple of vendor events already. There's one that's like a flea market, but it's not a flea market. It's really like a nice high end, not high end, but like higher end flea market. And so I did some dates there, and then I also signed up for 10 dates at a park, which I did last year. And then soon, I think I'm just gonna stick to a little less than 25 from last year. I think maybe I'll do 20, but I'm gonna be pretty selective which ones I do. And given that now that I have about 2 years worth of data regarding sales, I could be a little bit more picky about which places I go to and which places I don't. Also, one of the things that I worked on is just minimizing my packaging. This last year, I just went crazy. I had too much stuff in my car and too many boxes, too many candles. I made a boo boo because in one of the shows, I kind of like, I don't know what happened, but all my tints like bumped into each other, and there was like 20 of them that had like bumps, and I couldn't use them, so that's lost product right there. So this year I'm just trying to be more careful, and when you do market shows and you've been there for 4, 6, 8 hours, whatever it is, you just want to go when it's done and you just want to leave. and you just throw everything in your truck or in your car. Not this year. I gotta be a little more careful, and just a reminder. So I just want to share those goals and tips and tricks. And I'm curious, what kind of goals do you have for your company or for your business this year? Let me know. I'm very excited. Um, One of the things that I've been trying to do is just any moment that I have free, just chip away. Do something here, do something there, and it's gonna be less things to do for the next day. But let me know what are your plans, what are your goals, and I wish everybody the best year. So going forward. All right, take care.